Let's get started with part 5 of Lab 4, where we're still going to use block diagrams to look at crustal deformation, but this time it's going to be ductile deformation, which involves folding. And specifically, what you're going to do here is you're going to complete a block diagram of a syncline. So remember, syncline are downward folded, right? Kind of U-shaped type things. They have the youngest rocks in the middle, and then older rocks as we move out to the sides in both directions. So one of the things you're going to be asked to do is you're going to be asked to complete what the 3 layers on top here look like when they go underneath the ground, and then also you're going to add some layers below that. So let's start with what these layers look like as they go underneath the ground. I'm just going to grab the drawing tool here, and I'm going to start with, well, first of all, let's call this one a sandstone. Call this one a shale, and I'll just call this one a limestone. Put in a couple, and of course the shale is reappearing on this side on our map, and the sandstone is reappearing on this side. So I'm going to draw on the outer edge of the sandstone here, and we know because this is a syncline that it's not an upward but a downward arch. So I'm just going to draw on a U shape like that, going from one side to the other. And you'll be drawing on these other boundaries up here, and they're going to be similar in shape. And then going along the side here is just going to, in this case, because it stops right at the edge here, it's just going to follow the edge of the block diagram. So you'll fill in the rest up here, but you're also going to add 3 layers underneath, right? So you have 1, 2, 3 layers above, and you're going to add the 3 layers underneath. So let's just add one more of those layers just to make sure we understand what's going on here, right? This is going to be an older layer. It's going to come like that, and it's just going to mimic the shape of what's already there. But the one thing I want to show you on the side here is that we only see this U shape if we cut across a syncline, right? The syncline is trending in this direction here. If we cut along the side, it's just going to look like a stack of rocks. So I'm just going to go ahead and draw another line in here, parallel to the edge. And if this is another, we had a sandstone above it, so I'll put another shale here. If this is a shale, then these rocks over here would also be the same shale, right? They're older than any of the rocks we see on the map, and they're going to continue to get older as we go down in the section. One other thing it asks us here is to add the fold axis. This is going to be the area right down the middle of the fold of the syncline where everything is flat. It's going to be the only area where everything's flat. In fact, everything else is going to be dipping down into the ground. You're also asked to add these arrows down into the ground towards the center of the syncline. So it's good to know where the center of the syncline is. So let me just put that on in a different color, red, and I said make it a thin line. Let's see if I can make one this thin. So this is going to be the center or the axis of the syncline. It's just going to run right down the middle of the syncline here. And we could also, that's the one area where everything's going to be flat. If we wanted to, we could also put in a plus sign with a circle around it to indicate that's the only flat area really we could find on the map. And then you'll just go ahead and answer these other questions about whether synclines indicate extension or compression, what sort of tectonic environment, all those sorts of things.